All right, and the question that I got the most of, the thing that's been on everyone's mind, of course, WWE, AEW, or TNA. Hey everybody, this is The Brick House, Kamille. I know it's been a minute since I have been on YouTube, but we're back, baby. And the first video, we are gonna start with your questions. I know a lot of people have had a lot of questions for Kamille. Where is she going? What is she doing? Well, tune in and maybe your question will be answered. At We Love Wrestling asks, how's the bird watching going? Now in Tennessee, where I used to live, I got some binoculars and I was bird watching, and I was trying to Google, what bird is what, because I don't know a lot about birds, but I enjoy their chirps. And I've moved recently. I don't have a birdhouse anymore, and I don't think I've unpacked the binoculars yet. So as of now, the bird watching, not going too good, but I do plan on getting a birdhouse soon. Okay, someone says, at Rick Bells says, why do you hate the UK weather so much? When you coming to Grisby to experience northern fish and chips in the lovely northern sunshine? I don't believe you, Rick Bells, that there is any sunshine in the UK. I was there for 2 weeks and I forgot what the sun looked like. So I'm a nature gal. I love being outside. We have a sunroom at the house in Florida now, and it's like the best thing ever. So 2 weeks without sun, I just hate it. I just hate it. Your weather sucks, the UK. Haven't been there in the summer yet, so I'm only judging on winter. We're recording. Well, I might as well say I am drinking Smart Water. I'm not sponsored by them, but I am drinking Smart Water. This one is pH balanced with alkaline. If you're drinking a lot of coffee, ladies and gentlemen, you need to balance it out with water. Stay hydrated, my friends. All right. Okay, here. Dave Scooby asks, is there any of Tom's type of music you enjoy? So you don't know what kind of music Tom likes. I call it Satan worshiping music. It's not what it is. I'm sorry if I offend anybody with that. But, coming from the South, when I first heard that, I was like, what the? I feel like we are summoning something here with this. But I've gotten used to, like, hearing the noise, but I don't enjoy it. Like, it's not something I would ever seek out on my own. But I've gone to gigs and stuff with him, and, makes him happy. So, happy husband, happy spouse, happy house.
Or happy spouse.
Yeah,
happy
spouse.
house.
Okay, there we go. Happy spouse, happy house. Happy partner, happy...
You're trying so hard.
Well, I want it to be equal,
I get it.
I will say a lot of these ask the who's your dream opponent. Let me answer that right now, because I'll still, no matter what, get this question. I don't have a dream opponent as far as their work in the ring. I really don't. My dream matchup always just has good storytelling and a good lead up. So I don't care who I'm in the ring with. I will have a good match with them as long as we have a great story behind it and a great lead up. Like that's all I need. That's all I want. We can make a big money matchup out of anything if it's booked right and the story's good. So dream opponent, I want a dream storyline, you know what I mean? I don't care about a dream opponent. At Steph's Only Fan / Indiana Hartwell says, who was your inspiration to begin wrestling, and who is your favorite WWE diva if you watched them? So funny enough, I grew up watching wrestling, but I never aspired to be a wrestler. I just enjoyed watching wrestling with my dad growing up. Never thought in a million years I would be a wrestler. But growing up, my favorite wrestler was Edge, just because I thought he was cute, okay? Honestly. I was a little girl and I was like, oh, he's cute, and he does a cool spear. Oh, cool. And he was funny. That was a period where he was doing some, like, comedy stuff, too. And I loved Maurice. And literally, the thing is, when you're a kid and you watch wrestling, you like people for, like, the silliest reasons, right? So I love Maurice because she did that hair flip and this. And I was like, boom, love Maurice. So those are my two favorites growing up. At Stripper or Band, all right, asks, your last 6 months of promos were amazing in NWA. How did you go from the silent member of Aldis's stable to having that confidence to shoot straight on the mic? Loved your pre-75 promo with Kinsey so much. So me being silent, insurance policy, it wasn't like a planned thing. It's not like I came in and they're like, okay, we're going to have you silent for 2 years. It just, as like the bodyguard kind of role at first, like bodyguards just naturally like aren't big talkers. That's just how it goes. And then when NWA got onto the Powerrr programming, so like our TV programming, we realized like there was a mystery to it and a story to it, and it was almost like, why isn't Nick letting her talk, or is she doing that on her own? And we realized it was like a thing, so we just wrote it out. So we just rode that until it died, really. I mean, but like the thing, and people are like, oh, I liked her better when she didn't talk. But like, how long can you go without talking? I mean, and I think I've said this before, Chris. Everyone was disappointed that I was Southern. So let me say this straight down the lens right here. I know my look is stoic, intense, very serious. That's Kamille, right? But I'm Southern, and I'm not going to hide that. So when I started talking, I'm not going to sit there and have a fake Russian accent or a fake British accent. This is me. So I guess it's like the opposite of the radio thing. You know, when you listen to the radio and you imagine the person's face, and then you see them and you go, what the or I mean, beep, what the beep? Mine was the opposite. So everyone was like, what is she gonna sound like? Like so they started thinking in their head, and then when I talked, it was the what the heck? So I was like, wherever I go next, there's no mystery to it. I'm just gonna have to, the cat's out the bag. Like, I'm Southern, baby. Sorry. All right, and the question that I got the most of, the thing that's been on everyone's mind, of course, WWE, AEW, or TNA. Luckily, I had interest from all three, and I am very blessed for that. I took all of January to really think through my options and, weigh out the pros and cons of everything. And after much deliberation, I have decided, and the company I've decided to go with is